Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, of course, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel as you watch throughout the video. Guys, quick disclaimer, all right? Remember to be safe out there in the community. Not only are fake Relentless traders popping up, but there are people who are just outright stealing my content and using it and even running ads with it. This stuff is extremely fraudulent. Be careful, spread the awareness out there. Watch out for these frauds and fakes. Remember, I do not do copy trading, mirror trading, anything of that sort. I will never message you first. Remember, I will never message you first, guys. I will never ask for money, sensitive, or personal information. I do not use WhatsApp, Telegram. I do not use Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I do not use those services. Be very careful here in the community. All right. With that being said, remember the live streams and recaps are not an invitation to copy trade. And also, take it slow if you're new, right? If you're new, take it slow. It takes time to learn, build, and grow, and to gain experience. So, Relentless Trader, how were you able to make 1K today? As you guys can see from the thumbnail, we're up $1,000. We came in, got the job done, and left out. Quick and clean, very good and efficient trading today. And today was the day where we didn't give back profits off the top. So let's take a look at the charts, and then we will watch a little bit of level 2, some live trading, including all the instruments and things I use, indicators to get green, right? So some level 2 archive trading we'll review afterwards. So let's quickly talk about the chart itself on stock INVO. So we started off, and for some context, we can look over here. Let's talk about pre-market, this gray area. This stock went from a low of 86 cents to a high of about 166. This was the leading stock today, and I was keeping an eye on it to see how well we would be able to do over time heading into the open. And so we started off at a low of 144, and from there we made our way up. And so I started watching at it pretty early into the open here, smaller share size. From 144, we pushed up to 58. If I put on the show trades here, you guys will be able to see every single area where I got involved, getting in, getting out. So again, on this very first candle here, small trades in at 54, I'm out at 55. Not quite the trade I wanted, right? But getting back in, actually no, 4,000 shares in rather. And so I'm back in, and the other order getting out at 66. I will say we had some lag today. So this trade, all that worked out in my favor. It would have been a little different if I was able to sell and get back in the entire order, which was my plan. But anyhow, it worked out in my favor. We got halted up right here, INVO. If we pull up the same stock on E-Trade, we will be able to see exactly where that halt level came. Right, so you can see these dotted lines. E-Trade, they do depict the halt levels a little bit more clearly. So here you guys go. We got halted up at 67, 5 minutes. Stock went up too fast, too quickly. You guys can look up circuit breaker halts on YouTube or Google if you want to understand a little bit more about what this is. Anyhow, so we resume 5 minutes later, and we pushed up. We opened up at 176. It dipped, and it ripped up to 184. And right here, I could have done a better job. I got chopped out trying to buy the low. I bought it at 75. We ended up pulling down to 69. And so for a second, I thought I'm in too high. I might get stopped out here for a loss. Too hasty. But it pushed up, came down again.
KBCU, INVO.
Double bottomed at 70 and curled up. And I bought 75 again. I didn't think it was going to double bottom. I thought it was going to have a higher low. But I'm like, I'm going to hold it. And it ripped up to 83. We sold. And from there, it continued higher to 98. Pulls back to a low of 83 and rips up to a high of 2. Pulls back to a low of 92 and rips up to 202. And from there, we halted down. And then it gave an incredible red to green, right? So it pulled back, moved up. And this was a sweet move up from a low of 72 to 98 again, to then 215 and then 222, pushing all the way to 241. And then again, another pullback, and this held up the pullbacks so well, man. From 191 here, dropping off over time. We got up to 22, opened up again, resumed higher, pushed higher. So this is quite incredible, man. I had someone say, "Hey, Relentless, you were saying that, this thing could potentially dip and rip a second, third time. Why didn't you get back in?" Right. So there was an area here where I missed my entry. This was the first pullback, second pullback. I ended up missing my entry for the move back up. And that's kind of where I got caught off guard. And on top of that, the price action started to get pretty jumpy, teleporting up, teleporting down. And it came to a point where I'm like, you know what? I think what I have here, I'm satisfied with it, and I'm gonna hold on to it. And so that's what I did. Eased off, sized down, took it easy. So, let's before we go into the archives, quick sponsor here, shameless plug. Today's recap is brought to you guys by Merciless Markets. This is my day trading course. Guys, be sure to check it out if you're interested in getting started as a trader but need that, official guidance. Be sure to take a look at MMU. Now, we don't guarantee profitability and success, but we do teach all the strategies that we know and love, that we trade every day, and we teach you guys how to do it in a low risk way, right? In a way where your exposure is limited. All right, so be sure to check out MMU. There's a couple of options here you guys can, take a look at. Under the umbrella of MMU, of course, first and foremost, is our chat room, right? The Relentless Trading chat room. If you guys want to join in via a view-only mode, you can. There are a ton of people in here, and not everyone really cares to be a part of the conversation when it comes to just texting, posting, typing. If you just want to watch on for the call outs and things like that, there's a view only mode. Other than that, you can, of course, be a blue member and gain full access, right? An elite member, gain full access to the trading channels, chats, and everything that we have to offer there. And now coming into the course itself, for those of you who do want to take a look at our most basic course, right? You guys can check out MMU Silver. Other than that, you guys can check out Tim's archives or of course MMU Gold, right? This is our flagship course that has everything included in it. So you guys can come on to the website, right, and take a look. You guys can still utilize coupon code TIM, TIM, for 40% off. All right, so with that being said, let's bring it back to the archives, right? Let's take a look at some of the crazy trades that went down on this stock. So for our gold members, of course, they have access to all of our archives. We upload regularly. All right, so here we go. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, which area in particular do I want to show you guys? So, first and foremost, let's just start off with that little bit of lag that I mentioned. Me trying to sell my position at Thinkorswim. Take a look at this, right? So I was looking for a quick trade to be in and out. My intention here was to get back in, right? So I'm in and out. I was supposed to already be in and out. And my intention is if we can get over 59 to be back in. But look at what's happening. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I can't touch it. The order's just sitting there. But I would have been back in for breakup 60, maybe selling 64. But this it's going to end up working out well for me, as I'm going to get 1,700 shares to fill at 67, giving me a full 10 cents instead of making 5 cents and then about 4 cents, right? So we're halted up there. Luckily on the resumption, we ended up getting to see much better fills. So remember I said I was too hasty. There's the trade, right? So we open up about 76. We push to 80 quickly. There's 82, and it's going to drop right here. It's going to drop 75, 75. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it. And I'm in kind of high, 76. And right here, it's going to pull back some more. And I should have known better. I should have known better. So the low is going to end up being 69 right here. And in this moment, I was thinking, do I want to buy back? But then the selling did seem so heavy. I'm like, you know what? Maybe not. It comes up so quickly. I kind of missed the entry down there, 72, 73. And here we are up 10 cents, 12 cents. So once it dips down again this time, I'm like, all right, I'll take it and let's see what it does. And remember, I mentioned I thought we were gonna get a higher low. So instead of being back in 75, I could have been in 73 with better fill if I'm more patient there. But I'm gonna give this thing a chance, and I'm selling there 87, well, maybe 83, 85. Tried to get this, the sells we were pushing up, but spreads did open up a bit. But from there, I wasn't really able to get back in because we didn't really, see many more entries in that particular area. Resumption. Hold up, we skipped something. Okay, so it ended up pulling back. Low 83. I'm going to attempt right here to buy low 80s. This is me attempting to buy low 80s, and immediately it fluctuates to 89. In this situation, to be honest, it's really much better to utilize the ladder and put the order on the ladder. I mean, buying market here is a disaster, and you guys will see why. Look at this. Instead of being in 83, I'm in 89. It throws off the risk in what I'm trying to do, and I'm ultimately going to have to sell this for a loss right there. I I can't remember if I tried again, but if I'm in 83, 84, look at what's happening. It's at 90. There's a big bid. Maybe this goes back to 95. There's 93, 94, 95. Exactly, right? So it's like, the trade I'm looking for. Like, this stuff is a little frustrating, but in the moment you just have to keep going. It's like the idea of what you're trying to do is so flawless, but the execution is difficult because of the volatility and the fluctuation in price. This is why I use level 2. I mean, it's not perfect, not even close. There's a lot of false reads and misreads, but I think we had a dip and then a rip. Let's double check that. Yeah, we dipped down 93. I'm going to take it right here and sell right back 98. And look at that. That wasn't really a great trade, again, with the fluctuation. So some people will prefer to utilize the latter, utilize limit orders to where they can wait a little bit more and see the better fills. And I did put out a limit order on the ask right there, if you guys saw that. So skipping ahead. Right here, again, false halt down, we resumed higher. I'm going to use a little bit more share size here, just 3K. And I'm like, you know what, let's see what this thing wants to do. Guys, if you want to see the full archive every day, be sure to utilize coupon code TIM for 40% off. Check out at Gold, which is our flagship. You guys can take a look at all the options there. With Gold, you do get a little bit more bang for your buck. So I'm long there. This is a great fill looking back. I mean, this is an excellent fill. TD Americal, baby. And I'm selling there, okay, not quite 7, 8 like I would have wanted. See, and this is the thing, like, there's 1,300 shares left. Where are these shares getting filled? Down at 5 or up at 7? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. But anyhow, not to give out too much of the sauce because I kind of already did. That was the day, ladies and gentlemen. So we went over the candlesticks. We went over some of the archives, right, including all the indicators I use. You guys saw how I was able to get it done. So be sure to hit that thumbs up, right? Hit that thumbs up, support Relentless Trader here. As you guys know, we're just a humble guy trying to get it done every day, and we're looking forward to the opportunity, right? So we love the community. We're blessed to have such a great community like this. And we love all those who are tuning in every day, supporting us. So shout out to the Relentless Traders out there. You guys are the real MVP. Yes, you. You watching on, trying to learn, grow, and build. Because I too was once in that position, right? Where I was looking on, watching all these YouTube content and videos everywhere, trying to improve as a trader. And it doesn't stop. We'll continue to get better. But like they say in MTV Cribs, right? You guys came into my home. You guys saw what I was able to do. You guys saw everything that I had here. Now it's time for you guys to get out of here, of course, with a thumbs up and bright and early once again tomorrow morning at 9:10 a.m. for another beautiful day. Stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless, and I am signing out.